Welcome back to our newest episode. Today we're going to be talking about why eXp Realty named their company eXp. It's a question I get all the time. But before I get into it, remember to like, share, subscribe, and click on the bell icon below to make sure you get future notifications of the Cook Experience. Have you ever thought about how many words in the dictionary start with EXP? I didn't either until I joined a company called eXp Realty. Now, I am going to give you 5 different words today that I feel explain, there's an EXP word, explain, eXp Realty, and why they chose eXp to call their company that. So the first one, let's look at experts. Now, a lot of you may not know who Glenn Sanford is, but that is actually our founder and owner of eXp Realty. Remember, we're an independent agency. We are not a franchise. So Glenn Sanford, if you go clear back to 2009 and really before, let's go to 2008 with the real estate market crash. Because it was then that Glenn Sanford said, hey, there has to be a better way. And at the time, eXp did not even exist in 2008. But he was looking for a way to leverage his business online with the agents that he already had, because he had agents in multiple states, and he was trying to figure out how to leverage, his communication style and business with those agents. Well, then the crash happened in 2008. So in 2009, he started a company called eXp Realty. And with lots of thought, they came up with the word EXP because there's so many words that start with EXP, which would tie into our company. So with the word experts, we look at Glenn Sanford, who was really just a mastermind, genius type thinking person. He thought out of the box, and he came on with the virtual platform with Virbela. And over many, many years, that platform has evolved. And we are where we are currently with Virbela, which is very sophisticated and high technology, so that we can work with multiple agents all across the world. It's something that nobody has. It is actually part of our parent company, Virbela. If you didn't know that, we actually own that at eXp World Holdings, which is a really big deal. So I will do another video on that, so make sure you stay tuned for those videos. But there's a couple things I want to read to you about Glenn Sanford. He did a lot of startups, internet startups, as far back as 2002, really in the infancy of the internet, right? He was very much a part of that. In his 4th year in real estate, he was with a major national franchisor, and his team at that time closed more than $60 million in real estate by connecting with consumers online. So it really is no surprise the way our company works virtually, because that has been his heartbeat from clear back, in early 2000. And then another nice thing that you're going to really appreciate about Glenn is that he truly believes that it's the agents that do the heavy lifting in real estate. And so he wants to reward agents for that effort. So that's why eXp, we are actually agent-centric. The broker is at the bottom if you think of a pyramid, and the agent is at the top. It's really, really a different model than most franchises or other independent agents have. So that is really good for you to know. And then, of course, in 2009, eXp founded the first cloud brokerage, eXp Realty. Now, while we're on the subject of experts, I want to talk a little bit about the mentoring program that eXp has, because a lot of people don't realize that we have that. And so if you're a new agent, you've never sold real estate, eXp requires you to become part of our mentoring program. I'm a mentor. I've mentored many agents, and it's a wonderful program because you, as a new mentor, a new mentee, get paired with a mentor who's been in the business, who can walk you through, who can be there to guide you and direct you as the hard questions and sometimes come along in these transactions. So we make sure that you are successful. That is part of the expert word, and you get the success starts that you need. The mentor program actually has quite a bit of different classes that you take, and it's all online. So you can work from home. If you were working with me, I have an office, you would get to come into my office and we could work together. But if you want to do it online, that's also an option. We have lots and lots of experts that we can go to in our cloud brokerage, where we can go and get all kinds of mentor training online. They offer all kinds of classes. They're called the fast track classes. They're wonderful. They really give you an overall picture of what you need to be working on as a mentee and what the next steps coming are going to be for you as you graduate that mentor program. So again, experts, Glenn Sanford has thought about everything to make sure that you are successful if you join eXp Realty. The next word I want to choose is expectations. Many of us have expectations, especially in today's world, for a company to have high technology so that we can produce and we can be successful in the virtual world. With eXp Realty, you get that expectation. You know, with our cloud office, which is designed by a company called Verbella, which is owned by eXp World Holdings, we are always on the cutting edge of the virtual world. I can go into the virtual world, and if I have a question that I need to speak to accounting about, I can go right in there and I can go right to the accounting department. Maybe I have a question on a transaction. I can go to the transaction department. Maybe I have a question about my health insurance. I can go to speak to somebody about my health insurance questions, and so much more. If I want to go in and I want to speak to the CEO, the CFO, I can go right to their offices and talk to them. So we're so used to coming together in a office environment to where everybody's just a door down the hallway. Well, in the virtual world, it's the same exact way. People just can't piece it together, though, until they see it. So if you have expectations of how this company is going to work and how can it be the same as a regular office that you're used to, it really is. I go into the virtual world all the time. That's where I go to hold either a class I'm teaching, or I'll go in there to attend a class. It's just a really neat platform. And if you ever want to see that, you know, on the download link that we're going to provide for you, make sure that you click on that join link, and then we'll get you a guest pass. You can go in and see it for yourself, okay? But expectations is a big word because we all have expectations. You may be in another company right now with real estate and you're looking to maybe make, you know, a lateral move. If that's the case, you're going to have expectations of what you're looking for in a company. And the technology part of it is really big. The training part is really big. Those are things that, you know, those are the things that we really care about as agents. And the money too. The money matters too, but are we getting trained? Do we have support? Those are expectations that a lot of agents have. eXp will meet that for you. The other thing, since we are talking about the word expectations, you know, Managing our business as realtors sometimes is really difficult because we're running all the time, aren't we? We have the to-do list never ends. But we have a program that eXp has set up for us, and it's called Enterprise. And that Enterprise is an online program where we can go in and we can look at our transactions. We can go in and see how much money we've accumulated on our gross for the year. We can look at our commissions for the year. If you are part of the revenue share program, you can look at how many agents are underneath you and that you're getting paid for. So the expectation that you have to go out and recreate the wheel to, follow your money, you don't have to do that with eXp. They've already put a program together for you. So it takes a lot of the work out. You can do reports, turn that into your accountant. It's really a great program to have. The third thing I want to talk about is expansion. eXp is expanding rapidly. Do you know we're now over 60,000 agents? I joined the company 3.5 years ago. When I came onto the company, we were 9,500 agents strong. Think about that. 3.5 years later, we are now 60,000 agents plus. So expansion is a really big word, right? I'm going to name off a couple countries that we're in that you may not even know that we're in. France, India, Puerto Rico, Mexico, Australia, Canada, South Africa, and it goes on. So you want to build a team? Think about this. Think about expanding your team to those countries. Do you know that is possible to do? So not only are we in all 50 states here in the United States, all the provinces of Canada, and then international growth, and building a team, just talking to people about all the benefits that eXp has. If you want to expand in a way that maybe you never thought you could, eXp is a great way and a great company to look at if you're thinking about expansion. And that really ties into the revenue share program that I've talked about on some of my past videos, because it's really important that you understand that revenue share program, because we can reach out to agents all over the world and they can become part of our extended team and we make money off of that, which is a really cool thing. So I don't know where else you can go and do that and be paid the way eXp actually refers us, a referral fee for growing the company. So the 60,000 agents strong, that's all built from within. That is agents talking to agents. The fourth word I want to talk about is expression. And how do you express yourself? How do you express yourself as a real estate agent? So we all express ourselves differently. We're all unique. We all have our own story. We all have our own style, right? Well, the nice thing about eXp Realty is they want you to embrace that expression. It's really a beautiful thing. Be who you are, follow your gut, follow your dreams, and expand that within eXp Realty. So I want to talk a little bit about their marketing piece that they have. Our marketing department is spectacular. They've already gone through and made up listing packages for us, buyer packages for us, videos that we can customize for ourselves. So they're really always thinking out of the box of how they can give us an edge over other companies. They do a lot of work for us when it comes to the marketing side. So the expression is a really big part of eXp. Be you, be bold, be fun, be who you are, be who God made you. That's what they want. And they're not threatened by it. They just want their little logo eXp beside you. But if you got a team name, brand that team name. Okay? eXp is awesome. So before I go any further, make sure you like, share, you subscribe, and you click on the bell icon so that you make sure that you get any future videos that we're going to be doing. And stay tuned because I'm going to give you the 5th word that I feel eXp uses a lot to explain eXp Realty. So a lot of people ask me, Charla, can you explain eXp Realty and what may be a few steps it takes to actually get signed up? I would be glad to. So let me explain what it takes to join eXp Realty. Number 1, the startup fee is $149. No big deal, right? There's a $50 a month tech fee, which is the virtual world, and it also includes your website and a program that we call KV Core, which is where we do all our lead gen, which houses our website. There's a $35 a month university fee. So remember all those classes I was telling you about that you can go in and take if you were going to be a mentee? There's all kinds of classes that you can take if you're not a mentee. So if you just want to learn how to expand your business, there's a class for that. If you want to learn some foundational business tactics, there's a class for that. If you want to know how to do lead gen, there's a class for that. If you want to learn how to use KV Core and do squeeze pages, landing pages, there's a class for that. So that's $35 a month. Also, on every transaction, I pay my broker $25 on each transaction, and basically she reviews it and makes sure that I'm compliant with Colorado state law. That's $25 really well spent to keep me out of court. Wouldn't you agree? And then we have our E&O insurance, which runs us $40 per transaction, and that amount caps at $500 a year. So once you've paid your $500 in, you're no longer paying an E&O insurance fee on those transactions. You know, we're on an 80-20 split, and we pay in $16,000 per year, so that 20% that I give the company goes towards that split. So that's really awesome. Once I pay that in, that $16,000, once it's paid in, then we're at 100% commission, and I just do a $250 transaction fee. So I hope that explains how easy it is to get started with eXp Realty. And if you have more questions, feel free to reach out to me. And I have a calendar link. Be glad to talk to you. Be glad to show you a calculator on how eXp could put more money in your pocket versus with the current brokerage you're in. You would probably really want to see apples to apples comparisons. Would be so happy to do that for you. So until our next video, thank you for tuning in, and see you next time.